Hola!
Hello.
Welcome to book club.
Welcome to book club.
I forgot my book to show you. And then I forgot the book for next week.
Failure.
So, we're gonna put this up. You get dinosaurs. Pretend this is caught up. It's nice and orange with the baseball on it. And maybe the city line of Chicago.
You could have at least opened the Kindle app and showed him the cover.
I want them to use their imagination. But then it goes away.
Well,
Yep.
Scroll back to the front of the book.
How?
Okay. Well, that is a way to do it.
How do I get the image up? Oh, there it is.
Oh, I just taught you something. That never happens.
I made this chair go down a little bit, and I realized this may be too much. So I'm just going to
Why would you have done that?
Because I don't know.
Well, lift it up.
Making me do too much. Ugh. There we go. So, caught up.
I don't think I highlighted anything, but I just...
I don't highlight
I
shit.
didn't. You normally do. This series is just too good.
It's just like a fun series. So I don't typically highlight a fun series unless it's like a really sappy quote. And then I'll highlight it. There's tons of sappy shit, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is Caught Up. It is the third book in the Windy City series. It is about Ace. His name is Malachi.
I love that name.
Yeah, I do like Malachi.
It's kind of a hot name.
Okay.
They call him Kai.
Yeah. So Kai, Rhodes, and Miller Montgomery is the girl.
He's a baseball player.
Yep. And Miller is his head coach's daughter.
Not weird at all.
There's like, it's a little bit of an age gap romance. There's 7 years in between them.
Yeah.
Okay, 7 years. So it's not horrible. But still, it's a little bit like, I think it's more like the ages of life they're in. He's 32 and she's 25. So while 7 years doesn't seem like a lot, when you're in your 20s and in your 30s, I feel like that's a big difference.
They're definitely at different places in life.
Yeah. So a year, is it a year ago? About a year ago or 6 months ago that Max was dropped off.
He's 15 months, so a year's probably right.
Yeah. So about a year ago, Max, who is Kai's son, was dropped off at his doorstep. And the mom was like, surprise, you have a son. I thought I could do this. Turns out I can't. I don't even want to do it with you, so here you go. So he has a kid. He was dropped, a six-month-old was dropped off to him.
They call him Bug.
Yeah, he's so cute. So that's Kai's life. He is one of the starting pitchers for the team. His brother Isaiah plays shortstop for the team. He is a couple years younger than him. Yeah, and Monty is their coach.
They're all each other has.
Yep.
Their mom died when Kai was 15.
I think 15 or 16, yeah.
In a bad car accident. And his dad just kind of was not really a present dad to begin with, but then just kind of walked away after that.
Yeah.
And he said he started a new family or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, eventually, I think, or was
Went
that?
to rehab and started a new family.
Yeah. They had found out that he had, like, gotten out of rehab and started a new family, so.
So it's just him, Isaiah, his brother, and Max.
His son.
He's very type A personality. Organized. Clean. Likes things how he likes them.
Yeah. Especially now that he has a kid. Like, he's very much like, I want to make sure everything's right. So he keeps firing the nannies that has been hired. So whenever this happened, he was going to retire. Be like, nope, I have a son. I'm going to retire. And his coach made everything possible to where he's like, you're not going to retire. We're going to get you a nanny. Your son and the nanny are allowed to travel with the team. That's not typically a thing. We're going to do everything we can so you don't have to retire. We find out later why Monty pushed for that so hard. But he keeps firing the nannies. So They're like, I don't even think he's had a woman nanny yet. Like, they've all been guys. Or
I don't know.
I feel like at some point it said that.
In The Right Move, he mentioned something about a her.
Okay, maybe, yeah. So, he keeps firing the nannies. He finds something that they've done
It's been
wrong.
like a running joke in the last book and in this one that he just can't keep a nanny because he just fires them all.
Yeah. So, Miller is a baker. Pastry chef? I think that's the official term. Pastry chef. And she has won a James Beard Award for her pastry chefing. And so ever since then, everyone like wants her in their kitchen to go over their dessert menu and fix it and blah, 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 blah. But she just can't. Like, she's hit like a mental block kind of. So her dad, she goes to visit her dad because they happen to be both in Chicago at the same time. And her dad basically convinces her to be Kai's nanny for his son.
For the summer.
Like,
just take the summer off.
Which she was okay with because she had quit the job she was at that time.
She was working in a kitchen and she was just like, had enough. And quit that kitchen. So she has like 4 years of kitchens lined up. But because she quit that one, now she has an opening for the summer.
Yeah.
So and her plan was to take her time driving to LA because LA is where her next job will be.
Yeah.
She's just going to take the summer off, and her dad's like, well,
or you could do this thing for me.
You could work for me.
So she does. She agrees to. She thinks that Kai hates her.
They're complete opposites.
They really are. Like, they meet in an elevator. She's fisting 2 Coronas at 9 a.m. in the elevator.
To be fair, that was when she had quit her job.
That's when she had quit, and she's like, all right, I'm drinking.
And I don't not support that.
Oh, no, I support it. But to him, he just sees a young girl with a septum piercing and tattoos, and she still looks like a wild child, drinking beer at 9 a.m., and he's just like, what is going on here? And then it turns out to be his daughter.
It turns out to be the one that Monty is saying. Monty is the coach.
Yeah.
Monty is saying, this is going to be your nanny.
Your nanny. So, yeah. So, they start doing that. Her and Kai, because Miller is so flirty naturally, she just keeps flirting with him. From the beginning, she called him baseball daddy. She has no qualms of telling him how hot he is.
In front of her dad.
Yep. Doesn't care. And then Kai is just very much like, who is this person? Like, why? What is wrong with her? Eventually, you very quickly realize that he's has a hots for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's just sexual tension for a while.
Very slow burn.
All of these books are slow burn. Yeah.
Which I don't normally care for, because I'm just like, oh my god, get it over with.
But it's a good plot line, so it's a good slow burn.
Yes.
I realized that when I was in the car, and I had it on Audible.
I don't know how you understood a word.
And this was when it was slower, when I was taking my time. And Aaron got in the car, and I was like, oh, we won't listen to that. He goes, what's that? And I was like, it's a book, and I was explaining it to him. He goes, was that a dirty part? I was like, no, if it was, I would have made you listen to it just to see you squirm. I said, but no, these books are actually slow burn. This is still at the beginning of the book. And he was like, oh, okay. So I turned it off, put on music. But that's when I realized, I was like, oh, all of them are kind of so far just slow burns.
They don't jump in the sack within the first 5 chapters.
No.
So.
Yeah. But.
They are a little steamy, but it's
good
not.
Good plot line, though.
It's not the most spice I've ever read, but I also don't feel like it's lacking spice either. Like, it's a good amount of plot versus spice.
Yeah.
It's good.
I would agree.
I love the books.
I really like this series. This is a really good series.
Naturally, when the summer is over, Kai doesn't want Miller to leave. Miller doesn't want to leave. She's now met all of his friends. His friends include his Sunday family dinner crew, which is Ryan and Indy from the previous book.
And Z.
Z and Stevie from the first book.
Yeah.
His brother comes. Rio comes.
Of course he does.
So now she's met all of them and loves all of them, and she just doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
And right before she leaves, Max.
Ugh.
He's like 15 to 17 months old at this time frame. He's learning how to talk, and he's been calling her with the M.
And they're assuming for Miller.
No, he calls her Mama.
I about threw up. I was like, oh my god, how is she leaving?
Such a beautiful thing. My son, didn't talk until he was like 4. So that first time hearing him call me Mama and know that it was to me, like it wasn't just a word that he said, but like there was meaning behind it and he was talking to me, broke me into a million pieces. So I can only imagine having what you think of as your son, because she has taken on this role in his life and loves him to pieces. So what you think of as your son, to say that like the day before you have to leave.
No point.
I wouldn't have left.
Yeah, no. So one of the reasons that she's so set on doing the very best she can in her field is Monty is not her biological father. It is her adoptive father. He had started dating her mom a few months? A while.
It hadn't been too long enough that he was familiar with her.
Yeah.
But it hadn't been too long.
Yeah. So he had started dating her mom when she was 5 years old, and her mom died in a car accident.
Oh, I thought her mom had cancer.
Maybe her mom had cancer.
And his mom was the car accident.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So her mom had gotten sick and died of cancer. Yeah, because she had left letters before she died and shit like that, or something like that. She had left something. Basically, I don't fucking remember.
I think she just told him what she wanted him to do.
Yes, yeah. Oh, that's before. Did she die from? I feel like she died
cancer.
From a car accident.
Okay, let's Google that.
Mom died. We're about to find out how. And because he had known her and knew that she was all he had, he adopted her.
Cancer.
Oh, was it cancer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Close on a list.
He adopted Miller and raised her, but with that, he was in the prime of his cancer car accident. Oh, okay. Got
I
it.
only know cancer for her because she says.
Okay, cool. He was in the prime of his baseball career, and he retired then and there, and went to go coach at a school that was in the same, like, wherever they were living, so she could stay in one spot. And he raised her by himself.
Yeah, that's where she explains it.
Okay. And he had raised her by himself. So that is why he was so set on Kai not retiring because he had a kid, because he had did that. But he does tell Kai, like, it's not just because I did that. Like, I have no regrets. She is my life. I did everything. I would have gone back and done everything the same way. He goes, but you're better than me. And I know that we can help you do this.
You have more support.
Yes.
You have, more talent than I did.
And he's like, we can make this work for you. So that's why he's so set on him not retiring. So yeah, that's her story and his story. I forget where I was going with that.
The reason why she needs to be the best of the best is because she feels like she needs to do something that's impressive, something to make him proud, so that he feels like giving up his dream is worth it.
Yeah.
That she's worth it.
In reality, like, it's that he doesn't care about that. He just wants her to be happy.
Yeah.
So she does go back. She leaves because she's trying to chase this James Beard Award. She has the cover of Food and Wine magazine lined up. So while
Kai is really encouraging.
Yes, he's also like, do whatever you want. Like, go do your stuff. Like, yes, we're gonna miss you, but you need to go do what you need to do. While also being like, I'm gonna die a little inside, but go do what you want.
He doesn't tell her that. Like, he tells her, like, Yes, it's going to hurt when you leave.
Yeah.
I love you so much, and I don't want you to go, but you have to go. You have to have the opportunity to chase your dreams and live your life.
Yeah.
Without being tied to a home and a kid and a family and all of these things that you didn't ask for.
Do you think that's Muffin?
Who's to say?
So while she is gone and working in her next kitchen, she sits down with the head chef, and the head chef is a woman, and she works dinner shift 2 nights a week. She trusts her staff to work the dinner shift the other nights of the week. And so she sits down with her. She goes, I had a daughter, and I told myself that family was going to be number 1. My restaurant was going to be number 2. And I've made that work. And it's through people that I trust. And she looked at her and she's like, do you love what you do? And all this stuff. And pretty much Miller was like, I don't love it anymore. And she's like, then don't do this. Like, there's no point in being a part of this if this isn't what you love. If this is not something that you're going to love and continue to grow with. So she sits down with the interviewer for Food and Wine magazine. And she's like, you went on a 2-month hiatus. Tell us about that. And she basically goes and says, like, I met a boy. I think it's about a boy or whatever, something like that, or 2 boys. And we don't really know what happens in that interview. It just kind of cuts off and it goes to Kai, where he is going to Indy and Ryan's wedding. So they're there. And first of all, he's had a couple, like, really bad outings. For pitching, like, he sucked it up. He got pulled in the 3rd inning.
So
by the way, we're losing 3-0 in the 1st inning.
I'm so tired of losing to the Orioles. Like, what is happening this series? We've lost the first 2 games of this series already.
We haven't lost this series in quite a few series, and I think we already did lose this series. We're down 3-0 in the first. Anyways, so he's like kind of sucking it up. And it's because he's just, like, not in his right headspace because of her.
She's everywhere he looks.
Yeah. Including in his hat. He had a picture of Max in his hat when he was pitching that he could be like, it's for Max. And he stole a picture of her off of Monty's desk. He knew. And put it in the hat with her, with Max.
So now he just looks at them both.
Such a sap. So.
While she's out in LA, Monty flies out there to tell her, because she's out there, they're in Chicago. When she finally gets done at like 2 a.m. her time to message all of her friends and everything back, it's, crazy time.
It's a 2-hour time difference.
So she left him a message, rambling. And so when she came home from meeting with the chef that morning was it before the interview?
Her dad came right before the interview with Food and Wine.
Yeah. He was like, I have a game tonight, so I've got to get to the airport as soon as we have this conversation. But he basically explained to her, like, how you feel about Max is how I feel about you. Would you want him to should he feel guilty if you were to walk out of here and never cook again? Do you feel like he owes you something for leaving your career? And of course she said no. And he's like, you don't owe me anything for me leaving baseball. I did that because I love you. And I wanted to be able to give you the kind of life that you deserve. And I'm happy with how my life turned out. And I want you to be happy with how your life turns out, whatever that looks like for you. I'm not telling you to stay. I'm not telling you to go. I'm telling you to figure it out. And that's when she goes to the interview, and then you just don't hear anything back from that.
Yeah.
I forgot to put my phone on silent.
It's fine.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
And so it picks up with Kai and Isaiah and Max heading to Ryan and Indy's house, because that's where they're having their wedding. Ryan and Indy are getting married.
So, they get through the ceremony. Everyone's fucking cute and adorable because it's the wedding.
So cute and adorable. They have an interpreter, and Ryan and Indy sign the whole, like, everything that they're saying ceremony for her dad.
It's so cute.
Oh, so cute. I say interpreter, a sign language person.
It's still an interpreter. I think it's just a sign language interpreter.
Thank you.
Yeah. He like says he has to go to the bathroom, but really he's just going inside because he's sad.
He's just trying to get away from the couples because you've got Stevie and Xander's and her pregnant belly and Indy and Ryan and newlyweds, and he's just I can't.
He's like, I need a break. This is too much. So he goes inside, and when he goes inside, he's kind of just walking around like pretending that he's going to the bathroom when he's like didn't really have to go. And then he sees Food and Wine magazine there, and he's confused because he's like, her article doesn't come out till next week. So obviously, like, she got like an advance copy and sent it to Indy and Ryan. So he starts reading it, and the interviewer is like, when I first met her, like, whatever, talking about how the interview kind of went off the rails, and she basically asked her, so this Food and Wine article is supposed to have 3 new recipes featured in it. So whenever she sits down with the interviewer, she gives her a chocolate chip cookie. And then basically goes on to say, like, this isn't my dream anymore, and I'm not doing this anymore. And that's what the interview is talking about. So it talks about her summer. It talks about the boys that she fell in love with. They talked about settling down. And then they get to the 3 recipes that are in the article for her. It's a chocolate chip cookie. Oh, no. She had made her chocolate chip cookie. But she has nano bread, because that's what Max calls it. The one that got me back in my groove. M&M cookies, named after my favorite people, because she made M&M cookies for Max and Malachi. And May's tiramisu. For the woman I never got to meet, but who raised 2 amazing men. I hope I follow in your steps by being a fantastic boy mom. That's Malachi and Isaiah's mom's name.
And her favorite dessert was tiramisu.
Yes. So,
he's
Kai
reading
is reading all of this.
Sitting on the couch in Ryan and Indy's
living
room.
So he closes it, he shuts his eyes. And then, what does she say?
Not too concerned about those wrinkles I see, smiling like that. Because she's always picking on him for how old he is.
Yeah, of course. And he's just realizes, like, oh, fuck, she's back. So they have a little moment where they're just, like, lovey-dovey. And
she's double fisting again. It's not Coronas this time, it's champagne.
So, yeah, they're there, and they have their little moment. And all of a sudden, they hear someone on the door outside. And everyone, Z and Stevie and Indy and Ryan and Rio and Isaiah and Max are all pressed against the glass window like, you guys good? And then, of course, Max is there the whole time screaming mama. And I'm like, oh, my God. It's so cute. So that's what, yeah. She's back.
They're going to be together. So
Yeah.
they go out, back to the wedding. They're dancing, whatever. That is the end of that chapter, the book, basically. Yeah. And then we go into the epilogue, which is 6 months later.
And it's Max's 2-year-old birthday party.
So she has it decorated. Obviously, she's baked all the things.
Of course.
She has her own bakery.
Mm-hmm.
She teaches there.
2 days a week. She makes, like, a new dessert.
Yep.
And she said, Kai said that it sells out by noon, but she always has a class that night teaching everyone how to make that dessert that sold out.
When they open the doors, there's like a line wrapped around the building of like local people and then tourists who are just like there to...
Violet, who is her agent, apparently got a hold of like travel blogs and everyone, so that they were able to blow it up really quickly based on her James Beard Award and her having a name in that industry. And then Violet really did her a solid in getting all of the other stuff. So she has a fan base. So everyone's at the party except Isaiah and a bunch of the baseball guys. And Kai says that the season's coming soon, so they all went to Vegas to kind of have like a team outing type thing. Kai didn't go, obviously, because he wants to stay back with Max and Miller. He walks out to the car with Monty to get the rest of the beer. when Monty hands over the ring that he was going to propose to Miller's mom with, because Kai is going to propose tonight. It's so very cute. So they get that.
Everybody's at the party.
Yeah.
Ryan and Indy, Z and Stevie, and she's had the baby.
Yes.
They named her Taylor, which is Ryan's middle name. So cute.
That's adorable.
And then the team arrives.
The baseball team. So Isaiah and the boys are back from Vegas. And Kai sees Isaiah,
Travis, and Cody.
They're all like huddled up talking. So he's like, what are y'all doing? And one of them was like, your brother's an idiot. Oh really? So
Isaiah's like, we agreed not to say anything today. And then Cody's like, I think the whole thing is romantic.
Travis is like, it's not romantic.
It was a drunken mistake. A very dumb, drunken mistake.
Kai finds like, what the hell are you guys talking about? And they're like, just tell him. So then Isaiah postures a smile on his worst. And he holds up his left hand so we can see a wedding band. He goes, what the fuck is that? It's a wedding ring because, surprise, I got married. You what? I got hitched, tied the knot, took the plunge. I understand what it means to get married, Isaiah. Who the fuck did you get married to? Cody says, oh, I love this part. Isaiah smiles, equal parts sheepish as it is thrilled. Kennedy. Kennedy? Kennedy K? Kennedy rose as of last night, but yes. But she hates you.
Turns out after about 8 shots of tequila, she doesn't really hate me all that much.
Throughout the whole book, Kennedy is their trainer, one of their trainers. Isaiah is pining after her. And then towards like the beginning of the season, he realizes that she stopped wearing her engagement ring. So he's like really after her, and then they eventually get it out of her.
Changed man.
Yeah, so he stops sleeping around because he wants Kennedy. They eventually get out of her that her ex-fiance is now sleeping with her stepsister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her stepbrother is a real douchebag.
Yeah. He makes an appearance in the book. We don't realize that's her stepbrother till the end. And I was like, oh, that's her stepbrother?
He plays for Atlanta. And he's been messing with Isaiah since they were kids.
They grew up in the same like leagues and stuff. So, he married Kennedy. And Jessica has informed me that is who the next book is about. And I'm so excited.
So Miller's like, Kai, are you ready for cake? And Kai's like, take that fucking ring off before you go sing happy birthday to your nephew. Miller cannot find out about this today. I'm proposing tonight. Last thing I need is for you to steal her thunder over a drunken mistake. And Isaiah says, mistake seems harsh. I like the term happy accident. Is that what Kennedy is calling it?
Oh, no. She definitely called it a mistake.
Anyway.
So, they go and say happy birthday. And then they get to... Most people have left. It's just like their main core group sitting around. And they're letting Max open like different presents here and there. And then it comes down to one. And Ryan's like, there's one more here. I can't tell who it's from. So Kai gets up. And he's like, let me see if I can help. And he goes over to Max. He's like, here, take this to Mama. This is Mama's. So he walks over. He goes, Mama, yours? She's like, why is it mine? So they're going through the whole thing. And finally she gets in the bag and pulls out a velvet box. So she immediately like knows what it is.
She recognizes the box.
Yeah, and she opens it, sees the ring, and looks at her dad because she now knows what ring it is. And then I think she says yes before Kai even gets to say anything.
She says no.
Oh, yeah. He's like, you already telling me no?
And he gets down on his knee, and everybody's cheering and excited. But, of course, she says yes.
Yeah.
So, that's the end of the book. And then the next book is Isaiah and Kennedy.
Wendy series spin-off. Wait, what's that one? Oh, I'm not supposed to read that yet? Okay, my bad. Isaiah and Kennedy's story is next. I got too far ahead of myself. Let's see. Play along, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This one has a prologue. How long is the prologue? Can we read it? It's a little lengthy. We won't read it. If it was a couple pages, I would have read it. So, we have these two adorable guys. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I hope you're still loving the series.
It's so fun.
It is fun. There's lots of cute banter between all of the characters. I still love how...
Let's play along. It's purple.
They are pretty. I still love how the characters from all the other books are tied in to these books. That continues throughout the series.
I love it. I love the banter.
Yeah.
Like, usually the text messages are pretty funny.
Yeah.
They're just still rom-coms. They're really cute books. I really enjoy them.
I do too.
So, they're fun.
And that's it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so this one is a little bit smaller, I think we decided.
I think they continuously get a little bit smaller.
Well, they don't have to build out so much.
Yeah.
We already know what's going on
let's see how many pages. So, Caught Up, because we determined that was smaller than the first two.
Yeah.
Was... Maybe, I don't know. Jesus. I don't fucking know. I give up. Caught Up's a book. Oh, that's one.
40 chapters and an epilogue. It's
393 pages. Jesus Christ, I give up. That's how many Caught Up was. Play Along. 373 pages. So it's about 20 pages left.
A little shorter.
Yeah. So, we'll get this one done.
Yep.
In a week.
It'll be a week, and then we'll be back with you guys next week to discuss...
Play Along.
Play Along.
I'm excited.
So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Happy reading.